Within the last few hours, it's emerged 26-year-old Celeste Craig has become the 18th woman to have died in prison in England and Wales this year. She's another victim of a national prison crisis. She was found in her cell at Style Prison, the same jail which triggered a major government inquiry back in 2007 into the treatment of vulnerable women in the criminal justice system. Nearly half the deaths have been self-inflicted. Every one may be different, but each has left a family struggling to come to terms. This was an exceptional birthday to remember. There was cake, there were candles, and there were family and friends. The only person who wasn't there was the birthday girl herself.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
For Natasha Chin had died in prison 3 months ago.
If she was here, she would be celebrating her 40th birthday. So we have to do that for her. I would like everyone to come up one by one, everyone in the room, to light a candle in memory of Natasha.
These are not birthday candles, but were lit to remember. Natasha was found dead in her prison cell in July. It was very sudden, so sudden, her family and friends are still struggling to cope.
It's still unbelievable as I speak to know that she's actually not here. It's changed all of our life. We're all missing Tasha. We never would have thought something like this would have happened to our family member. It's just it's unbelievable.
Natasha is one of 17 women to have died in prison this year, the highest figure since 2004. Each case may be different, but that of the 40-year-old, who was in a drug rehabilitation program, is raising very serious concerns about the system.
But after all, this is too big.
The family have still not been able to bury her. The closest they have come to saying goodbye was at a memorial service inside Bronzefield Prison, where she was found dead. It had been arranged by her fellow prisoners. It was the only way they could pay their respects.
The chosen prisoners that organised the memorial, you could actually feel their sadness of Tasha's loss. They actually, some of them knew Tasha for like 15 or 20 years, and they expressed that during the memorial. It was very emotional.
Natasha Chin's death is the first inside Bronzefield Prison for 6 years. There are reports that her cell alarm bell was ringing for 2 hours before help arrived, but there is no confirmation of that. And other inmates have told me that one prison officer spent 45 minutes trying to resuscitate her and was in tears when that failed. In response, Sodexo, in a statement, said,
"As with all deaths in custody, there will be an investigation by the Independent Prisons and Probation Ombudsman and an inquest. Therefore, we are unable to comment further at this stage."
This is the book that was given to us by the prison.
Many prisoners took to writing messages of condolence to the family. Natasha's death had resonated throughout the jail.
So many people have gone out and put their effort out for Natasha to let us know that how much they will actually miss her.
Yeah.
So it was really touching.
She'd been a cocaine and heroin addict for much of her life. Pickpocketing mainly paid for the drugs. But it was breaches of her probation conditions which sent her back to jail the day before she died.
Even when you're asked by friends, what happened to your sister, you can't actually answer the question because you don't actually know exactly what happened. You just know that she was arrested one day, spent the night in prison, and she died the next night. It's very sad. It hurts us deep down inside to know that Tasha's not here and we don't know why she's not here.
But the family of Natasha Chin are not alone. Imagine similar thoughts being repeated over and over again among the families of the other 16 women to have died in prison so far this year, like 38-year-old Nicola Lawrence, who died in Newhall in September, Emily Hartley, who died in the same prison 5 months earlier, and Sarah Reed, Holloway Prison's last casualty before it closed.
This is for Tasha. Tasha, I love you.
Happy birthday to you.
A long-awaited plan from the Justice Secretary Liz Truss is imminent. Deaths, self-harm and violence in prisons remain at record levels, while staff have been cut by a third. But any plan is too late for Natasha Chin's family. They can only hope that many of the factors that led to her death can be avoided in the future.